everybody out there, this is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 16 Draft Champions gameplay, and it's time for our weekly edition of This Week in Football. We took a week off last week, but we're here to reflect on week number 4 and look ahead to week number 5, which kicks off tonight. Can't believe that we're already a quarter of the way through the NFL season. Seemed like it's going by pretty quickly. And we've already had our first head coach get fired. Joe Philbin, the Miami Dolphins coach, gets canned after coming back from a trip overseas where they fell to the New York Jets. And the Dolphins were mighty disappointing so far this season. I mean, they spent all that money on Sue. I haven't even really heard his name. I don't think he's done much at all this season. Ryan Tannehill has certainly not shown much progress. A report came out this week that he was getting intercepted by practice squad players quite frequently, and it got so bad they were talking so much junk to him that Philbin told them to try not to intercept his passes as much, and that's just kind of ridiculous, especially because another story came out that Tom Brady usually would give practice players money, like bonuses, anytime they would intercept him in practice. So the Dolphins just need a change all around, and that's what they did. They fired their defensive coordinator today. I'm not sure who's taking over yet. I don't know if it's been announced, but that team is loaded with talent. Hopefully somebody can try to turn them around. They're on a bye week this week, so I guess it came at the right time to fire your coach. But this season's probably lost for them. Hopefully they can look to improve and build on the future, because they do have a lot of talented players on that team. So we kick off week number 5 tonight. The Colts and the Texans. No Andrew Luck for the second straight week. And Hasselbeck apparently was sick last night, spent most of the night in the ER. He's going to be starting. I don't know about tonight's game, but I think the Texans might be able to get a win, and that's going to, this injury for Luck and Hasselbeck is going to come at the right time, because they can kind of keep pace in the AFC South there with a win tonight, and the Colts just struggling. You know, they gotta win, but they're not looking like the Super Bowl, contenders that everybody expected. Even I did. I said that they would start off slow to start the season, but I think they would get things turned around, and right now it's not looking extremely promising. So Monday Night Football, we had a little bit of controversy. I actually missed the game, fell asleep on it, but Kelvin Johnson goes into the end zone, fumbles right at the goal line, and I thought he got in from the replays that I saw, but the controversy part of it, and why are the Seahawks always dealing with controversy on Monday Night Football? Anyway, KJ Wright, I believe it was, batted the ball in the back of the end zone, and that should have been a penalty. Instead, they got the touchback, got the football, and the refs kind of blew that one, especially after seeing the replay of it. I'm not sure how the call went the other way, but it did. And the Seahawks have been looking pretty good so far since Cam Chancellor came back 2-0. The Lions fall to 0-4. Seems that their season is pretty much over at this point. I mean, a lot of football to be played, but the percentage of players, or teams who start 0-4 making the playoffs is very slim. So I think the Lions are probably going to be a lost cause this season. Now we have, I think, 5 undefeated teams left. The Panthers are on a bye, so they don't play this week. But out of the 4 undefeated teams that are playing this week, you guys let me know in the comments section which one is going to suffer their first loss. The Bengals are going to be taking on the Seahawks, and I think the Seahawks are going to win that game. I'm still not impressed by the Bengals, who are 4-0. The Packers are going to take on the Rams. The Patriots play the Cowboys, who are 0-2 since Romo went out, and the Broncos play the Raiders. So again, in the comments section, let me know what team is going to get their first loss of the season. A quarter of the way through, like I said, I figured we go over some of the league leaders in different statistical categories. Phillip Rivers, surprisingly, is leading the NFL in passing yards. Unfortunately, the Chargers are not playing great football, but he is leading in yards. Welcome back to the league, Adrian Peterson. He is our NFL rushing leader right now through 4 games. And then receiving yards, and this was a debate that I was going to have last week, but I never made the video, just ran out of time. In receiving yards, Antonio Brown or Julio Jones, they are dead even in receiving yards. Guys, who do you think's the better receiver out of the two, Antonio Brown or Julio Jones? You can also leave that in the comment section. On the defensive side of the football, DeMarcus Ware, who is just seems like been in the league forever, leading the NFL right now with 4.5 sacks. And Josh Norman from the Carolina Panthers, the undefeated Carolina Panthers, with 4 interceptions. He leads the league in interceptions. That's kind of a surprising one right there, but he's having a great season so far. So let's talk about our upset picks of the week. I will update my record next week. I know we went 1-2 2 weeks ago. Didn't make picks last week, obviously, because we didn't have a video. But this week, I'm going to go with the Jaguars, +3 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think the Jags are improving. Allen Hurns playing great. Blake Bortles doing pretty good so far, but I think the Jags, you're going to see them, they're going to upset some teams this week, or I'm sorry, this year. I don't think this one would be much of an upset, but I'm going to take the Jags +3 against the Bucs. The Chicago Bears, and you can call me crazy for picking this one, but +9 against the Chiefs. The Chiefs just struggle to move the football consistently. They kind of broke out of a funk offensively last week, still losing, but Jeremy Maclin had a pretty good game, something that I expected him to do, and I just don't think, I think the Chiefs win that game, but I don't think they're 9 points better than the Bears, who have Jay Cutler back, and who's kind of playing decent football this year, minus the game or two that he missed from injury. Hopefully he can get Alshon Jeffrey back. And then my last upset pick of the week, another one that I don't think the team will lose, but the Rams +9 against the Packers. Obviously, I think the Packers are going to win that game. But the Rams getting 9 points, I think that the Rams are good enough to hang with the Packers and maybe keep it within 7 points. So again, Jags +3, Bears +9, and Rams +9 are my 3 upset picks of the week. Let me know yours in the comment section. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of This Week in Football. We'll be back next Thursday, same time. Thanks for watching. Peace!